Well, hey everyone, my name is Nathan Jones, and if you're new here, welcome. I talk about all things movies, specifically Blu-rays, and today we're talking about the Criterion Flash Sale that just occurred. And luckily, I was able to get a few titles. I got 7 titles in this 24-hour period. Unfortunately, a lot of my friends who are outside the United States, they weren't able to participate in this thing, so I am really saddened by that. But at the same time, November's coming around, and so Barnes & Noble will also be having their sale probably all month long, and so I hope they're able to get that as well. So my friends in Canada and in the UK and in Japan and elsewhere, I hope you are able to get these things, and I really do. But today I wanted to talk about the 7 titles that I picked up, and I really wanted to kind of just showcase what I've been really thinking about lately and some of the titles that I wanted to get. And so I haven't seen any of these titles, and so I'm not going to go super in depth with them, but I do want to showcase what I picked up. And so let me just get those right now. All right, so the order I'm going to be going in this video is I'm going to be going backwards in spine number. So I'm going to be going with 833 first, and then I'm going to go all the way up to the beginning to an earlier release. So the first film that I picked up was actually a movie that I recently talked about in a recent video of mine, where I was talking about The Wolfman and then another film in the 1940s that I really wanted to watch. And so that was in a video where I was talking about horror films in decades, one movie that I really loved and one movie I still haven't checked out. I finally picked up the movie I haven't checked out. It's Cat People. I have Cat People by Jacques Turner, and it's a Val Lewton production. I am so excited to check out this film. I've heard so many great things about it. It came out in 1942. And so this is a movie that has been on my radar for a long time, and it's a perfect time to get it. It's the end of October and getting into November, and so I hope to watch it sometime relatively soon. So I got Cat People. Moving on from here is spine number 720, and 720 is a film from 1983, and it is got an all-star ensemble cast, directed by Lawrence Kasdan. It is The Big Chill. I got The Big Chill, and I am so excited to check this one out. So this is got Tom Berenger, Glenn Close, Jeff Goldblum, William Hurt, Kevin Kline, Mary Kay Place, Meg Tilly, Jo Beth Williams. A lot of people in this film, and the only thing I really know about it is I know that all these group of friends are kind of gathering for a funeral that happened. It's kind of very somber, very hilarious. I've heard a combination of different things going on about this movie, but it's been on my radar for a while, and I've always seen this title, but I've never picked it up, so I finally did, and I'm excited to watch The Big Chill, and I feel like it's going to be a good film to watch in November, maybe in December as well. So I don't know. I'm excited for it. So that's my second pickup, and so moving on to my third, to another film from 1942. Spine number 676 is a film by Renee Claire, I Married a Witch. I am very excited about this movie. I've heard nothing but great things about it. I've heard it's a really great comedy, and it also mixed some horror elements too, kind of a little bit, because it's like, it's a witch. It comes into the title right here. But I've really been, I love that cover so much, by the way. I'm very excited to dive deep into this movie and kind of just to have a good time with it. And I feel like it's a good time to watch it kind of in this November transition. So I Married a Witch, and that's the next movie that I picked up. So let's move on to 1957, to a film that is spine number 657, and it is the film that I've actually kind of already previewed if you watch my previous video when I did the recommendations for the Criterion Flash Sale. I picked up 3:10 to Yuma. So this is the Delmar Daves original version. I have seen the remake with Christian Bale and Russell Crowe, and I really enjoy it. And but I've always wanted to watch the original, and I've really liked westerns. I've always enjoyed them to some capacity. I've gotten more in depth with maybe Howard Hawks and John Ford films lately, and I also like Delmar Daves. So I'm excited about it, and I'm excited to watch this movie because it's been in my queue for the longest time, and there's so many things that are always on my queue, and so it never stops, and everyone who's watching this already knows that, so that never stops. So I hope to watch that sometime relatively, probably next year, when I'll probably be watching that. All right, so this next thing that I picked up is the biggest thing that I got in this particular haul. It's a box set, and this box set is 3 films, spine number 640, 641, and 642. It is the Quasi trilogy. I have heard mixed things about this one. It is a artist slash activist who is, his name is Godfrey Reggio. I hope I said that name correctly. I'm not even going to try to pronounce the names of these films because I'm probably going to botch them. But I've been excited about this one because I have watched stuff like Baraka or Samsara, and I've heard people say it's kind of akin to that in a way when it comes to the photography and the visual aspects of it. Now, obviously, the last film I think is a little bit more technologically driven, and so a lot of these experimentations are kind of going in that direction. I really don't know much about it. I'm excited to watch it regardless, and yeah, this has been in my queue. Like, well, at least been in a cart and like taken away from the cart and back and forth all the time for the longest time. So I'm like, okay, fine, it's time to get it, you know. And yeah, Quasi trilogy. That's my big purchase of all the films I'm talking about. Next is a film that actually was introduced to, I think, by Elliot Cohen, who talked about it, and a lot of people have really kind of celebrated this film. And so I'm like, why? I don't know why I didn't pick it up in the last sale, but I finally did. And I got it from, it's from 1957, it's spy number 555, and that is Sweet Smell of Success. I've really wanted this movie. It's got Burt Lancaster and Tony Curtis, two phenomenal actors, and it's directed by Alexander McKendrick. And yeah, I really don't know terribly too much about this, but I know it's kind of satirical. It's also like social commentary, and it's a lot going on in this film, and I've heard nothing but fantastic things. Honestly, 1957 might be one of the best years of film, to be honest. And I haven't even seen a lot of the films in it. And so this is definitely one of them that I'm going to be watching relatively soon. And so I'm very excited about this one. Sweet Smell of Success is certainly one of those films that has been on my radar for far too long, and I'm very glad to have it now. And then the last film is a screwball comedy from 1936, and I'm very, very excited about this one because, well, first, the person who put this on my purview and my radar was Vanessa, and so thank you for that. I got My Man Godfrey, and this is spy number 114, and this is from 1936. Like I said, Carol Lombard, who I adore, and William Powell. And I'm very, very excited to watch this particular film. It's a screwball comedy, and I really don't know terribly too much about it besides the fact that I know who the people who are involved in it, what kind of genre it is, and but I've never seen it before, and so it's time to watch it. And so these are my pickups for the 24-hour flash sale that just happened in October of 2020. I hope that you all were able to pick up something. I'm actually curious, what did you get? Tell me down in the comment section down below. I'm really curious to know what your interests are at the current moment. So thank you all for watching this short video. Give it a like, comment down below, share this video, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you next time. I'm not jonesing around.